This week, we'll cover how investors have been impacted by central banker announcements and what this means going forward. We'll also take a look at one of the investment opportunities in our mid-year outlook, emerging market debt, and see how this is progressing. Markets remained subdued last week, with both the S&P 500 and the FTSE 250 showing moves lower. Bank of England Governor Mark Carney commented that a shift away from easy monetary conditions may become appropriate. As a result, 10-year UK gilt yields jumped upwards by more than 20 basis points, and the sterling strengthened against the dollar, touching the $1.30 mark by Thursday. Amongst these moves, we remain comfortable with our underweight gilts, overweight alternatives positioning. ECB President Mario Draghi also spoke last week at the ECB's annual central banking forum. Draghi hinted that the central bank could start to gradually adjust policy soon. This sparked a fairly dramatic reaction within markets, with 10-year German Bund yields rising 12.5 basis points to reach almost 37 basis points on the day. The euro also strengthened against the dollar. Despite these moves, we continue to expect that the ECB will tread very carefully, and we do not believe that these comments pose a risk to our overweight position in European equities. As developed markets continue to post positive trends in growth, so do emerging markets. While we have seen some stabilization in China more recently, as the government works to rein in credit growth, we see this as a relatively well-managed process, and we do not believe this is a cause for concern at the moment. Our positioning includes exposure to emerging market debt via specialist third-party funds, which have in-depth local markets knowledge. As an example of returns, one of our emerging market bond funds has generated a return of 6.5% since we invested earlier this year. Where we choose to invest using third-party funds, we follow a rigorous due diligence process. We apply our expertise to select the best-in-class funds, which are not only able to achieve competitive returns, but who also employ the same disciplined and well-researched approach inherent within our own investment principles.